spots, rotten teeth, depression, anxiety attacks, personality changes, paranoia. Take speed, etiquette or acid and you can develop any of them.
Minutes early. Bloody trains. That's the second time this week.
Morning, Ted.
I'll have to watch it. I'm getting into bad habits. Yeah, you're a bit keen, aren't you? I mean, I know you've only been here a month, but don't go mad.
You know what they say about cleanliness, don't you? No, I just thought I'd tidy a few things up a bit.
Fatal, mate, fatal. Look, in this place, nobody knows where anything is. That's the system. Anyway, we're all too bloody busy.
Well, what's the point in this, then?
Where did you find this?
Under a pile of rubbish in there.
Yeah, that's where it belongs. These things don't apply to us.
Perhaps I ought to pin it up on the wall.
Oh, you'll go far, you will. Look, you get someone there straight from school, first job, they see that, and it scares them half to death.
Could be important to somebody.
No, we've heard it all before.
Well, it can't do any harm, can it? And you never know. Somebody might even read it.
You wait until you've been here a while. You change. We all do. Morning, Sugar Lump. Please yourself. Roll on 5 o'clock.
Morning. Hello.
All right, Tony? Yes.
Hello, George. Got anything for me?
Yes, I think so. Pass, miss. Thank you. Oh, blast.
You'll have to go, George.
In Britain, each year, there are more than 5,000 serious accidents in offices. Accidents that happen because we allow them to. Many of the hazards are obvious. Others are not. But they are all hazards. And we create them. We don't believe there is danger. And so we don't look for it. The most common cause of office accidents is bad housekeeping. Everyday habits that we don't give a second thought to, until something, or someone, reminds us.
Oh, Ken, here's the shaking you asked for.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
It could have been worse. Much worse. We find it easy to take things for granted, no matter where we work. The busier we get, the less we think, and the more hazards we create.
engineering office. Yes.
In the end, we leave our carelessness for others to find.
Hello? No, he's not here at the moment.
Often, injuries result from a combination of things, in situations where we least expect them. A distracting phone call,
Right.
someone using the wrong tool for the job, and a penknife becomes a dagger for somebody else. The law is quite clear. No matter what job we do, if the way that we do it endangers other people, it is an offense.
I have spoken with him about it and he assured me that.
So what can you do to prevent these accidents happening? You could start with your own desk. Keeping them tidy makes them safer. Don't overcrowd cupboards or leave things sticking out. And when you've finished, close it. Filing cabinets easily become top-heavy if the load isn't spread evenly through the drawers. For extra safety, a batten like this should be used. Trailing cables are an obvious cause of tripping, so keep them out of harm's way. Watch out for other dangers. Loose or damaged carpets. Gangways obstructed by rubbish. Corridors used as storage cupboards. If you have to step up to something, use the right equipment. And the right equipment doesn't include this. Or this. Take care when moving office furniture. Make sure that sharp edges and corners are kept well clear of gangways. Although most accidents are caused by untidiness and carelessness, there are some that result from a simple lack of training. Lifting and carrying. Simple, everyday jobs, yet they account for hundreds of injuries every year, and most could be avoided. If your job involves lifting, then the rules are simple. Bend your knees, keep a straight back, lift only one thing at a time, and make sure you have a firm grip underneath. When lifting office machinery, always check power cables and look for sharp edges. A careless lift can be costly and dangerous. Computers, possibly the ultimate in office machinery. Calm, efficient, and very expensive. Computers are also very safe. The few accidents that happen around them are usually caused by people tripping and colliding. But, like any machine, computers can go wrong.
Oh, well, I'll take a look at the control unit then.
When that happens, we stand back and let the experts get on with it. But what about the simpler things? The everyday office machine that we all know and understand. Or think we do.
There's paper up there and paper down there, but it's not feeding through.
No problem.
If you can't repair a computer, the chances are you can't repair this either. Or this.
I think this one's bending up. It's probably catching on the ribbon.
But there'll always be someone who thinks they can. People who can fix anything. A little tap, a small adjustment, and the results are usually the same.
Unless it's one of these.
Robin, are you all right? Are you okay?
This chap's luckier. He hasn't been injured this time. But that so-called repair will eventually cost pounds to put right. If the machine you are using breaks down, don't play about with it. Turn it off and take the plug out. tell other people, and report the breakdown to the right person.
In front of me here now, so we should get that off today. Yeah, for Frankfurt.
It may only be a simple fault, but trying to cure it could only make things worse. And you could get hurt in the process.
Yeah.
It's a familiar story. People doing things they shouldn't and getting hurt because of it. And machinery doesn't have to be complex to be dangerous. Even simple appliances must be treated with care. And abusing cables and plugs or overloading sockets will only lead to a lot more trouble. In offices, fire is the arch enemy. It'll destroy everything it touches unless we can prevent it. Heaters, for instance. Keep them where you can see them and away from anything that burns. Extinguishers are the only chance we've got, but not if we block them like this. And just because there isn't a flame, don't believe it won't catch fire. A build-up of heat is often all that's required. Pipes and cigarettes are the most obvious cause of office fires, and still the most common. Chemicals should always be kept in their proper containers. That way we can distinguish between those that won't burn and those that will, if we give them a chance. If you are involved in a fire, you must act quickly and calmly.
Leave it alone! Get on, somebody! Get the extinguisher quickly.
The first thing to do is to sound the alarm. It doesn't matter how small the fire is now, it can only grow bigger. Know where the appliances are and how to use them. Even a few seconds delay could prove fatal. There should always be a clear evacuation procedure. Make sure you follow it, closing windows and doors behind you. A lucky escape. A possible disaster stopped only because someone did the right thing at the right time. But with a little care in the first place, the fire would never have started. A little care would have prevented this too, and this. But not all accidents are the result of just being thoughtless. If your job involves lifting or using machinery, then your employer must provide training as well as a safe place of work. Every year, 5,000 serious accidents, 500,000 wasted hours. Our office can only be as safe as we are, and the hazards that surround us, we create. The price of someone else's safety may only be a moment of our time. Take that time today and prevent an accident tomorrow.
Okay, thanks a lot. I'll try him in the morning. Bye.
Still at it. Just a little bit of homework. Keeps me off the streets.
Where are the order books, Ted?
In the cupboard. I'll watch it. That bloody door sticks. That's another one chasing promotion. Come on, I'll buy a quick drink.
Fabulous. Oh, no.
Now, don't you think that's an improvement, eh?
It was getting dark before they found him, sir. The body was caught under the ice, you see. Well, his mother said he'd gone off to the pond with the others and she thought they'd be safe on their own. It wasn't that far away. It seems he was sliding out further than the others and the ice wasn't as thick there. What's that, sir? Oh, no. No, she said she never dreamed it was that dangerous.
Frozen ponds can be dangerous. Always make sure you supervise children. Test the ice before they play on it and make certain they stay close to the shore.
You never know what's round the corner, so don't run.
Coast Guard mobile, reference body type. Commence search at breakwater.
Wear your life jacket.
Go on, get it. We're not supposed to go in there. Oh, go on. There's a gap down there. A gang of kids broke in yesterday. I saw them. Pass me that bit of wood.
A 66,000-volt shock killed a boy today when he broke into a substation. The electricity board warns children to keep away from substations. Never try to get toys back yourself. Otherwise, you may not live to play with them again.
Now, this is a pedestrian light-controlled crossing. The Pelican crossing. To cross the road, you press the button and wait. Wait until the red man changes to the green man. See? Yes. Now, if all is clear, we can cross. There we are. Oh, dear, I've left my brolly behind.
I'll get it, Grandad.
No, stop. The green man is flashing.
Ooh.
Yes, that means the lights are about to change.
Ooh.
So you mustn't start to cross.
Oh, I see.
That's a good girl. Now, remember, you have to wait until the red man changes to green. Then, if all's clear, cross.
Oh.
Don't forget, when the green man flashes, it's too late to step out. There. Oh, it's started to rain. Wish I'd brought my brolly.
Even a sparkler can be dangerous if you don't take care. A sparkler stays hot even when it's out. Make sure your child doesn't start November the 6th like this.
When you park your car on the pavement, even for the shortest time, it can be a nuisance and a danger to pedestrians, especially to old or disabled people. Or the blind. Or pram pushers. So when you park your car, please leave the pavement for pedestrians.
Give me a name. Gary Collins. And yours? Peter Bradbury. Your name, dear? Sharon Clark. Well done, you three.
The result of the tunnel walk. First, Gary Collins. Second, Peter Bradbury. And third, Sharon Clark. I'll give out the full finishing order as we get it.
So, if any of you think that playing on the railway is a good idea, perhaps he or she would care to stand up.
Excuse me, sir, if I inquire, but isn't that your house on fire? Well, maybe not. But if it were, I mean, suppose fire did occur, and say it caught you unawares at night. If you're cut off upstairs, what would you do? How would you act to keep your family intact? First thing is, make sure everyone who's still upstairs is in one room. Close doors and block up all the cracks to keep out deadly smoke attacks. Go to the window, shout, and try to make sure that someone nearby has gone to call the fire brigade, for they'll speed quickly to your aid. If, while you wait, you start to choke, lie on the floor where there's less smoke, or lean out of the window where there's likely to be cleaner air. But should things get too bad to stay, your last resort's a getaway. Do all you can to break your fall with cushions, mattresses and all. Then lower yourselves towards the ground, for choice where soft earth may be found. These rules may save your lives, so heed them, although we hope you'll never need them.
There's a child whose life has changed in the last year. He's given up football because he can't see the ball too well. He can't cross the road alone because he can't be sure it's clear. And he won't see much of the fireworks this year because last year a firework was thrown and blew up in space. Somewhere there are other children whose lives are going to be changed. Will one of them be your child?
Why do they make them so sad?
I know somewhere where we can go.
Where?
Uh-huh. Come on. Come on. Drink to that.
You are funny.
I'll drink to that. If you think that's funny, you should see me dance. Come on. Whoops. That's the third time I missed your toes.
That'd be lovely.
You look lovely. Do you mind if I open the window?
Please, don't take your car for a drink.
Sheep in an unfenced area. The grass always looks greener on the other side of the road. Sheep are a farmer's livelihood, so please, drive slowly and watch out.
You know, sometimes I do get awfully fed up with you lot. I'm always happy to help you when you want to swim. I give you lots of fish to catch. I even leave you things to play with when I'm not around. But then some of you start taking me for granted. You know I have my bad moods, and yet you ignore all the warning signs. Then you shout for help when my undercurrent carries you away. Or when a wave sweeps you off. Or when you get cut off as I come rushing back with the tide. I can't help the way I'm made. You know what I'm like.
The sea can take you by surprise, so never ignore any warning signs.
Anybody who drives that close is a fool. And this fool is about to make some last-minute changes to the holiday plans. It didn't even occur to him that the van in front might be going to turn right. And that at 50 miles an hour, he should have left at least 50 yards. That's half a football pitch between himself and that van. And just to think, the wife didn't want to get the kids overexcited. It's hard having a fool for a father. Keep your distance. You're a fool if you don't.
The kettle's too full. And the lid's on crooked.
Okay, coming. There we are then. Won't be a minute.
Do please take care with kettles. Kettles can hurt badly.
Like most victims, Julie knew her killer. It was her son, who was sitting behind her without a seatbelt. After crushing her to death, he sat back down.
Claude goes to the seaside. A cautionary tale for caravanners.
There, I think I've got everything in. Hey, I'm looking forward to our holiday, aren't you, dear?
Yes, dear.
Just a moment. With all this weight at the back, I'm not safe to be taken anywhere.
Yeah, oh, do stop fussing, Claude.
You mark my words. Stop! That's done it. The whole lot's shifted up front. You'll never manage now.
Hey, hold your head up, Claude. You're making it very hard to steer.
Oi, there's a speed limit for caravans, you know.
All right. Don't panic. I'm putting the brakes on.
Help!
Hey, pack that in, Claude.
It's not my fault. I told you we were overloaded. Next time you take a caravan on holiday, please don't overload it and keep within the speed limit.
Every morning the same. This bus will get her there on time. The next one, 5 minutes late. And time seems to be so important. Hundreds of people are killed or injured each year running for buses, just to save a few minutes. It's not worth the risk.
You never know what's round a corner. So don't run.
This is what happened one day when the ice cream van stopped by Tufty's house. Ice cream! And Tufty goes to find his mummy. Tufty always asks his mummy to go with him to the ice cream van. But Willie Weasel has gone off to get an ice cream by himself. Oh, dear. Oh, Mummy! Willie has been knocked down by a car. Now Willie has been hurt. And all because he didn't ask his mummy to go with him to the ice cream van. When you want to go to the ice cream van, always take Mummy with you.
It's Sunday. Go back to bed. You can help me clean the car later.
Children under 5 must never be let out of doors on their own. Stay with them. Make sure they can't run into the road.
You do not go into the road. How many more times?
How many more times? For this small boy, no more.
Now run and tell your dad dinner's ready.
Children under 5 must never be let out of doors on their own.
You find escalators everywhere these days, and we take them for granted. But don't take your child's safety for granted. Accidents can happen. Teach them the 3 safeguards. Stand still and don't walk down. Stand steady and hold hands. Stand clear, away from the sides and well within the yellow lines. Don't let this happen to your child. Stand still, stand steady, stand clear.
When she got back, there was a smell of smoke.
Where's Mummy gone? To the fish and chip shop, of course.
When she opened the door, there were flames.
Here, Mum said you wasn't to touch that. It's all right.
Whatever you've taught them, you can't be sure they'll play safe.
I want to do it. Give it here.
Don't leave children alone in the house, even for a short time.
Mum! 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 Mum!
This is the 15th place we've been to so far.
Stop moaning, Pet. We've got to find something we like. At the right price. Oh, yes, Mum, that's nice. And the price isn't too bad. What's this? Oh, I know. It's one of the new fire warning labels. Careless use of cigarettes and matches could set fire to this furniture. And there's another one under here. This one's stuck on. With him around at home, we'll certainly need reminding. Dougie, look at this. Dougie!
Because of the danger from fire, these labels on new upholstered furniture warn you of the danger from cigarettes, or from matches, or from both. Always be careful if you smoke.
A chip pan more than half full of oil or fat will bubble over when you add the chips, and then catch fire. If this happens to you, first turn off the heat. Second, run a tea towel under a tap and wring it out till it's damp. Then place it over the flames. Finally, leave the pan alone until it's completely cooled down. Of course, if you don't overfill your chip pan, you won't have to do any of this. Fire. If you don't let it start, you won't have to stop it.
Mary lived here. Mary was born during the war. Went to a good school and on to university. She liked swimming, dancing. She was going to be married in the summer. Last night, Mary went to bed and left the fire unguarded, and she died in the blaze that followed. Tonight, before you go to bed, fire guard your home. Settle and guard open fires. Make sure cigarettes are out and empty ashtrays into a safe container. Switch off electrical appliances and unplug at the sockets. Close all doors. Don't make the same mistake as Mary. Fire is a nightmare.
Here's one of those pelican crossings.
What?
It's all right. They're very much like ordinary traffic signals. Green, amber, red. We have to stop.
Oh, the amber's flashing. What's it mean?
Well, flashing amber means pedestrians have right of way, you see, and we must wait for them to cross.
Oh, well, they've crossed now. Can we drive on?
Yes. When the amber is flashing and the crossing is clear, we can go.
Now tell me again, what's the sequence of lights after the green for go?
Right. Steady amber, then red. Both mean stop, of course. Flashing amber means pedestrians have right of way. But we can go if the crossing is clear. Green means go.
Holidays. Nothing much to do. Still, there's one place to go, the pit. But the pit is a dangerous playground.
Wait, please. No, give. That way. Look at this something, right? I can't understand. I don't give. I don't know. Come on, I'm going over this. Rubbish here. Come on, give. Come on, give. Wait, then. Come on. Come on. When we get past this tree, run. Why? What does that mean? Just run. She'll not know. Come on. Paul, where the hell are you going? Up this blinking Paul, come back. What? Paul, come back. No. Paul, please come down. My man said you ain't got to go. No, not Alice. Paul, get the hell down here. Get so. Don't be stupid. I am the answer. Paul. Hey, get down. Hey, stop coming. Paul, look out. Oh, come on, you coward! Someone might see us. Come on, you fool! You know we around here. Come on, David, wait for me. Never wait for me. Tell me, Mum. Come on, you can't stop me. Come, Janet, stop. Is the man coming? Come on. Come on, I dare you. David! Lauren! Oh, my God. David! Help me! Help me! I don't know what that can do. Let's put that way. Go on, let's put that down for you. Go down to the fast side. Big down to it. Come on. Come on. Have a big laugh. Let's have a laugh at this there. Wonder what they're shooting at. Well, that guy's looking in bed to Sugalo. Got it! What are you shooting at anyway? That tag over there. What is it now then? Just hit it. Look at it. Smack it middle. It did? That could hit it. I've nearly blown it to bits. What are you on about? Yeah, I bet. I love it. Look at it. There's even a dint in it. That's good status. God, I see more muscle. Very good from Oxford. I missed that one. You've had it too. I shoot better than that. I should have tried. Your dad 6'4". Right, Gordon Bennett, you're victory. I am off. Come on, let's do it. Wait! Quick, it's coming. Come on. Oh, get back in. It's off. Good. It's off. Oh, get down, no. Come on, right, brakes, good. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, stop it.
Yeah, so what? Get somewhere else. You're nagging. Good, no, I always nag with it. Come on, stop thinking you're nagging. Go on. Look out! Can I sit down, please?
No, go and sit where you are.
Sit down here.
You can't, go and sit down here. Well, go and play over there then, but don't get mucky.
You buy me another one, or you go and fetch it. What's it to be? Oh, I'll fetch it. Yes, you better. Go on. Hurry. You don't know nothing about this. I do, so they fell in a year ago. Instead of noticing her, so the cops well up. You don't know. These nice both boots still now. Hey, it's sinking to it. It's dangerous. Daisy, look how far it's going. I told you. What are we going to do? John! John! It's sinking! What are you going to do? John! Help! John! Can you come on!
Searching?
About 3 hours. We're doing everything they can, I'm sure.
Peter? Yeah, we got it. Hey, just take that with this lad, I think he's... Is that it?
If you can just confirm that he's dead, Doctor, please.
Oh, yes, it certainly is. Okay.
Sure, we can go, Inspector.
Anyone says this, Father? Yes, thank you.
Look, his father's coming out.
Yes, right. This is his father, right?
Yeah,
his father. Right, gentlemen.
Oh
my God, let me go. Go. Why? What?
It'll be all right.
Oh,
It'll be all right.
No. I want him. I want him. Mine. Oh, no. Why?
It's ever so nice and peaceful up here, Joe. Nice view, too.
Ah, very nice, Petunia. And look at that nice little boat. He's having a lot of fun out there in his little dinghy. That's what they call them, you know, sailing dinghies.
Are there nice people at our hotel, Joe?
Hey, hello. Now he's splicing his main phrase.
Though I don't think the man on table number 6 is very nice.
Hey, do you think he's in trouble, Petunia?
Oh, no, Joe. He's just enjoying himself on holiday.
Oh, he's decided to have a swim. Now he's going to climb back again. I expect that water's a bit cold, don't you? Oh, he's changed his mind. Now he's waving to us. Go away! I can't say I recognise him, though.
Well, he must know us. Maybe it's the gent on table number 6.
No, it's not him. He's Oh, now he's shouting. Lovely day, isn't it? Help! Help! Dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard! I can't hear a word he's saying, you know. Help. Dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard. Well, I never. If you see a boat you think may be in distress, dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard.
What's she always on about this kid about it?
Oh, I don't know. I said to her last week, I said, you know, you won't too much about Stephen. He's leaving school next year, that'll soon sort him out.
Yeah, well, that's her lookout, isn't it? Should have been stricter with him at the right time.
Yeah, well, you're too strict, you are.
I'm not strict, I'm fair. Not our Kevin in the arm, is it?
Yeah, you can't hold kids back, though.
I'm not saying hold him back. I'm saying there's such a thing as discipline. Fair discipline.
Well, I still say you got to draw a line.
Anyway, where is Kevin this afternoon?
Oh, I don't know. I think he said he was going round to see Stephen.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't like either. Them playing together. There's enough kids round here, judging by the rout the weekend.
Jim!
If your child was killed or badly injured in a firework accident like this, you'd probably blame the parents of the other children. But your children are your responsibility. Make sure yours aren't meddling with fireworks this bonfire night.
Nancy?
Please keep matches away from children.
Three, 4, 3, 1. Hello, Mum. Just thinking about you. Well, he's not much better. He still can't face driving the car yet. Suppose it just takes time. Yes, I know. I keep telling him it wasn't his fault. She just dashed straight out in front of him. Doesn't matter how often you tell children to be careful. Their minds are on so many other things at that age. Yes, I will. Thanks, Mum. All right.
When you see an ice cream van, slow down and drive extra carefully. Children are more interested in ice cream than in traffic. Please, think for them and take special care.
Seen something interesting, Joe?
No, not really, Petunia.
Well, you must have spotted something.
Well, it's what you might call a rare sea bird.
Oh, fancy, how nice.
I think I might go for a little swim, Petunia.
Not here, Joe. A red notice means it's permanently unsafe and you must never, never bathe from here.
Oh. That water looks very inviting, Petunia.
You can't bathe from here either. Not now. Can't you see the red flag? It means it's just not safe.
But I can swim like a fish.
That's no excuse, Joe. As long as the red flag's flying, you must go in the water.
Oh.
Now you're in luck. Red and yellow flags. That means the area between them is patrolled by lifeguards. Now in you go, Joe.
Funny, but I've changed my mind, Petunia.
Oh, men.
Cut! Look, you're supposed to overtake her and wave, not half kill her. I couldn't help it. She was too far out.
No, I wasn't. You've got to keep away from the gutter to avoid the drains and things. You didn't give me enough room.
Rubbish. How much room do you need, for goodness sake? It's only a bike.
I may be only a bike to you, but any good driver knows that a bicycle needs plenty of room.
The way you ride, you need the whole road.
If you rode a bicycle, you'd know what it was like. Especially when a thing as big as that passes you. There's so much wind you nearly fall off, and then an idiot like you drives
Look, you needn't tell me anything about bikes. I used to ride one to school every day.
Yes. Well, that was obviously a very long time ago.
Look, let's not argue. We haven't got time for that. We'll just do the whole thing over again. Off you go. Well, stand by. And turn over. Action!
When you're overtaking a bicycle, think of it like a small car and give it plenty of room.
Last Christmas, I hung the little angels on the Christmas tree, and Stephen helped me. Mum and Dad went out to a party, and Stephen and I were in bed. And then I woke up, and there was smoke, and Stephen was crying. And I ran and shouted for Mum, but she didn't come. And then Stephen stopped crying. That was last Christmas.
Fire can break out at any time. This Christmas, don't leave your children alone in the house.
So where's your David then?
I've told you. He stopped for a quick drink at his sister's. He'll be here soon.
Well, he's missed it then.
David, yes, that's my boyfriend.
Oh, Joe, I have enjoyed our country walk.
Yes, we've come a long way, Petunia. Look, you can see our tracks right across that yellow cornfield.
Oh, yes. It's ever so nice in this field, but I'm glad those cows have gone.
Aye, they're taking themselves off for a walk down the road. Look, through that gate I opened. The one marked private.
Oh, yes. Our little Bingo's having a lovely time playing with those sheep. The exercise will do him good.
Hey, I've hit that bottle, Petunia. It smashed up a treat.
Oh, very clever.
You know, there's a farmer down there with a purple face.
I expect it's all that sun and the open-air life, Joe.
Now he's doing one of those country dances.
Well, I don't think he looks very friendly.
Maybe you're right. Though it can't be anything we've done.
No. But I won't stay where I'm not wanted. Come on, Joe.
When folk come out to the country, why, oh, why won't they follow the country code?
I am the spirit of dark and lonely water, ready to trap the unwary, the show-off, the fool. And this is the kind of place you'd expect to find me. But no one expects to find me here. It seems too ordinary. But that pool is deep. The boy is showing off. The bank is slippery. The show-offs are easy. But the unwary ones are easier still. This branch is weak, rotten. It'll never take his way. Only a fool would ignore this. But there's one born every minute. Under the water there are traps, old cars, bedsteads, weeds, hidden depths. It's the perfect place for an accident.
Oh, look, there's someone in the water. Quick, use that big stick to get him out.
Sensible children. I have no power over them.
Oi, mate, that's a stupid place to swim. Hey, go over and get that thing to wrap him in. You don't feel cold, mate. How long was you in there? Ew, what thing?
I'll be back.
The last place in the world to leave a bottle is a beach.
You never know what's round the corner, so don't run.
Nice view from up here, Petunia.
Yes, very nice, Joe. Worn tires kill. Worn tires kill? Are our tires worn, Joe?
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, Petunia.
Well, I expect you've looked. You have looked, haven't you, Joe? Joe, have you looked at our tires?
Yes.
Recently, Joe?
Nice view from up here, Petunia.
Joe, are our tires worn?
Not warm, Petunia. They're a bit smooth.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice view from up here, Petunia.
Yes, very nice, Joe.
Industry needs power. So do hospitals. So do essential services. At home, you could get by with less. So switch off some power. Now.